Last night, Alek Manoah stifled the New York Yankees, and on this night, however, Nestor Cortes Jr. and the New York Yankees pitching staff got the better of the Blue Jays in this one, as the Jays dropped this one 4-0 to the New York Yankees in a jam-packed Yankee Stadium. That is a joke, because honestly, it's shocking to me how the opening week of the season, and it's basically empty. It's wild. It's very quiet in Yankee Stadium. It shocked the heck out of me when I saw that yesterday, and today, same deal. It's wild. Now, with the loss, though, the Jays now fall to 3-2 on the season. Jays fans, there's really no reason to panic. There's 5 flipping games into the season. The offense, though, really wasn't anywhere to be found in this game. However, your pitching staff wasn't all that great. And Jose Kikuchi got the start for the Blue Jays, his first start in regular season form for the Toronto Blue Jays. And he was doing a lot of meatballs early. A lot of meatballs early on in this game. And it all started in that first hit, right at the beginning, right in that first inning, where Lourdes Gurriel Jr. had to make a jumping catch at the wall. And he makes the catch, which is great, an unbelievable play. Later on in the inning, Anthony Rizzo hits the ball to the right field wall. Obviously, you know, how much of a daunting task is that? It's shorter, and it's either way. It goes off the wall, and Hernandez bobbles it. Josh Donaldson thinks he's going to try and go home like it's 2015. It's not. He gets hosed at the plate, and somehow gets out of that inning with a 0-0 tie. Somehow. But in the second inning, he wasn't so lucky. There's a hanging curveball to DJ LeMahieu, and he does exactly what he's supposed to do with it. Barrels it up, hits it to center field, over George Springer's head into the wall. Then Aaron Hicks comes up, and he crushes a 2-run bomb. Albeit a wall scraper, but they all count. And the Yankees are up 2-0 on Yusei Kikuchi and the Blue Jays, and Nestor Cortes Jr. on the mound, obviously after the George Springer double to lead off the ball game. He settled in and was absolutely unbelievable. Kept the Blue Jays off balance all night long, and it just was not pretty on the side of the Toronto Blue Jays. We move ahead to the top of the 4th inning, and Heineman, whatever, throwing error, so there goes that one. DJ LeMahieu scores. That adds a run. That's the 3rd run of the ball game for the Yankees. You're not helping Kikuchi either, right? He settled in. He actually had a pretty good 3rd inning. And in that 4th inning, the error occurs, making it a 3-0 ball game. And the way this offense wasn't going in this game, you thought 3-0, damn, it feels like a lot bigger of a lead here. And it seemed like, you know, obviously all game long, they didn't have any offense going. Clay Holmes goes out there, was really good. Loizaga was good. You know, the rest of the bullpen was phenomenal. Chapman did his thing. And in the bottom half of the 8th inning, Anthony Kay gives up a sacrifice fly to Giancarlo Stanton. Josh Donaldson scores, making it 4-0 Yankees. And that's how the game would finish. So what are my early thoughts on Yusei Kikuchi? Well, his stuff is good. The guy throws mid to upper 90s. He's got a lot of movement on his changeup. His curveball's good, but you just can't hang it. The American League East, they will bash you around like they did today if you're gonna do stuff like that. Like I said, there were flashes of really good things. You saw in that 3rd inning and parts of that 4th inning that he wasn't terrible. But that 1st and 2nd were just really ugly to watch, because you felt like every time anybody was coming to the plate, they were going to barrel something up because they were getting a gift. But he did settle in. He went 3 1/3, allowed 5 hits, 3 runs, was that 1 strikeout or 2 strikeouts? I can't write. And walked 1 guy. 2 guys. I think it was 2 guys in the game. So he wasn't great in his Blue Jays debut. And then another starter for the Toronto Blue Jays that can't go 4 innings. Alek Manoah, the only guy who's done so, and I believe he went 6. Now, obviously, this is now going to be the 2nd time through the rotation, so now we're going to get a good look at guys like Jose Berrios, Kevin Gausman, 2nd time through. So that's going to be an interesting one moving forward. David Phelps, obviously, I love David Phelps. Honestly, guys, I've been a huge David Phelps guy for such a long time. He was with the Blue Jays back in, 17 or 18? Right? Then he pitched very well for the Blue Jays, then got traded at the deadline. I believe it was for Thomas Hatch or it was Kyle Johnston. Either way, one of the 2 guys that they acquired, holy smokes, at the trade deadline. And he's come back a few different years, but he just hasn't stayed healthy. We got to see him for spring training this year. We got to see him now start the season with the Blue Jays, and he's been okay. He went 2/3 of an inning, got a ground ball double play, saving Kikuchi a couple runs there in that fourth inning. Did a good job, got the 2 outs on the double play, and that was it for him. He did a good job. Julian Merriweather went an inning, no hits, no walks, no runs, no Ks. And Tim Mayza went a clean inning, no hits, no walks, no runs, no Ks. And it's weird. We all talk about, the pitching staffs early on, they're not ready yet. That's why they use that extra part of spring training. And honestly, I think these are big factors, right? Julian Merriweather, we all know, has the stuff to get Ks. We saw it all last year. We know it. Tim Mayza was racking up the Ks all season long last year. Neither guy had a strikeout today. There's been a game this year where the Jays had 1 strikeout all game long. That's where I'm like, okay, hold on. This doesn't seem right. And maybe that's true. Anthony Kay came in there, went 2 innings, allowed 2 hits, 1 run, 3 strikeouts, and there goes that theory right out the window. And he walked once. And Anthony Kay, I'm just really not sure where he fits on this team. I really don't. He comes in and he gives you some good times where he goes like 3 or 4 innings to shut up ball, and you're like, damn, that guy's actually pretty good. And then he gives you outings like today where he loses command a bit, and it's just, I don't know. I really don't know how to feel about Anthony Kay, honestly, Blue Jay fans. Now, offensively, you didn't get much. We all know that. The only guy who had a multi-hit game today was George Springer. He went 2 for 4 on the stolen base. Obviously, the stolen base was in that first inning where he stole third even, but the Jays could not get him around, and those hurt, right? Early on in the game, you have the pitcher on the ropes and getting the lead early on against the pitcher. You want to find a way to bury that. You want to find a way to get that lead early. You don't bring Springer around an inning and a half later, they take a 2-0 lead, right? So it really, really hurts you. Other than that, no offense, but I wanted to bring up Zach Collins. For one reason. Nothing against the guy. I mean, we haven't seen him a whole lot. But ladies and gentlemen, this guy's had 5 plate appearances with the Toronto Blue Jays. 5. He's got 4 Ks. Like, he's made contact. He put the ball, bottom line, he's put the ball in play once. That's pretty ugly. Now, obviously, he's only 5 plate appearances, but do we think back to Reese McGuire and think, I kind of miss the guy a bit? Yeah, if you do, I'm kind of with you there. But I just wanted to bring that up because it was kind of an ugly stat that I looked at before I came on here and talked to you guys. But you got to move on. Baseball is a sport where you have to have a short memory, right? It really is. And the great thing about baseball is you play the next day. So you got to find a way, regroup, and battle back. The Jays did that a couple of games ago, right? Up 6-1 against Texas. You give up an 11 spot, and you lose 12-6. You come back in with 3-0 against the Yankees in New York, right? Short memory, short turnaround, find a way to win. Next game for the Blue Jays, though, tomorrow night, Game 3 of the 4-game set against the New York Yankees, and the battle of the aces on the mound for both teams. Jose Berrios gets the ball for the Blue Jays, looking for a much, much better outing than his first one on opening night against the Texas Rangers. And Garrett Cole on the mound for the Yankees in Game 3 of the 4-game series there at Yankee Stadium. If you win that game tomorrow, you are guaranteed a split in the 4-game sets. You really want, and you can find a way to beat Garrett Cole, that would be massive. It's 7:05 first pitch at Yankee Stadium, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, and not the game tonight if you're Jason, but if you're a Yankee fan, you love the game tonight, smack the like button. I appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not done so already. The Twitter link is down, comment down below. Your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game, would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? The Twitter link is down below, so follow up, send me a DM, all that great stuff. The Instagram link is also down below, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys Lace Edition. Okay, when do they play next? Thursday. I just did a video on that. Thursday they play the Washington Capitals at Scotiabank Arena as they host Alex Ovechkin and the Caps at 7 o'clock at Scotiabank Arena. They're going to get bounced back after tonight's tough loss to the Buffalo Sabres, but that's been a theme all season long. As for the Toronto Raptors, we'll talk to you guys on Fridays. We'll be previewing the Raptors and Sixers round 1 matchup. I can't wait to start talking to you guys about that. All right, and as for the Toronto Blue Jays, they play Game 3 of the 4-game series against the New York Yankees tomorrow night, 7:05 first pitch at Yankee Stadium. Berrios and Cole is the pitching matchup there. All right, so thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and not the game tonight. We'll talk to you guys then.